Hello and welcome to a special Lightboard training video. Today I'm talking about red flags versus green lights during the interview process. We're still seeing a lot of PhDs getting interviewed, making it to that final stage even and then not moving forward. So what's causing you to not move forward? What are employers actually looking for? Realize that many of the people you're going to interview with don't have your specialty knowledge, don't have PhDs. They see the world differently, okay? They're also looking for the safest choice, right? The gold standard in terms of if I'm a hiring manager, talent acquisition specialist, what my success is based on is the 2-year retention rate. That's the gold standard. So I can only get my bonus if I hire people who stay more than 2 years. That's how you have to think about it, okay? So number one, don't hire candidates who are unfocused. That means you have to be completely focused on the role at hand. Why are you there? Why does the company, why are they hiring? What problem do they need you to solve? Do you want to be in that role, and can you see yourself in that role in the long term? You have to build a case for this. It's not an ethical issue, right? That's just a cover for your fear of actually committing to something. Sure, you might work somewhere else. Who knows what could happen, but maybe it's the perfect job. So don't just consider worst case scenarios, consider best case scenarios too, okay? No rationale. You don't even know why you applied to that job over any other job. I saw it on LinkedIn. Not a good reason. You have to talk about why you want this job specifically. You have to be proactive. Say it's like your choice. That was your plan. You sought out that company over all the other companies for a certain reason. Okay. Number three, too technically focused, right? Or specialty focused. You're focused in the weeds, and they're looking to see that you can actually work with other people, get big things done together with a team. You're only talking about academic accolades. Right? Oh, I got these papers published. Right? I learned these particular skills in my department or my lab or in the field. Doesn't matter to them. Okay, what do they care about? That leads me to this one: skills puke. Right? I'm just vomiting out these skills when they say, "Why should we hire you?" I have this skill, this skill, this skill. So what? The skills you learned in academia are very likely behind by years, maybe decades, compared to what they're doing in industry, okay? It's not your skills that matter, it's the problems you can solve, and I'll talk more about that in a minute. And finally, let's see if I can fit this one in. I can, okay? Cursory knowledge of the company. Cursory knowledge of the company. If you know like the company's name, their mission statement, a couple of things about them, is that enough for them to pay you $100,000 or more for a US-based position? No, it is not. Okay, you have to have deep knowledge of the company. So, okay, let's do what will get you hired here, the green lights. Number one for the green lights, you're focused on the job to the point of saying, look, I can do this job. I want this job. I know the problem you need me to solve. You print out the job posting. You said this, this, and this. I can do this. Here's how. Here's examples. Here's stuff that I've done relevant, even if I don't have that exact position. Okay? Also, you're my top choice company. Every company can be your top choice for different reasons. Build a case. You have to build a case for why you want to work there. You have to convince them. They're not just going to sit there silently. They're going to object. They're going to test you. They're going to test your resolve. Right? They want to see that they were your proactive choice. Okay? They also want to see that you're transferably focused, transferable skills, right? Or cross-functional, cross-departmental skills that you can use with other team members to get big things done. This is not just you in a silo by yourself, again, in the field, in the lab, or in your department anymore. It doesn't work like that. All right? They want to see that you've achieved relevant results. Right? Tell me something that you've achieved that actually matters for what we do. Make the best comparison possible. Again, you're just trying to talk about and build the best case possible. It's never going to be perfect. They might test you on it. You may not have XYZ skill, but you can say, I've done an ABC, which is relevant to XYZ skill. Okay, and number five, problem matching. They need you to solve problems in the job at hand. That's why the job's available. Okay, the job would not be posted. They would not be willing to pay $100,000 plus for this role unless they had a significant problem. Do you even know what that problem is? And if you do, can you talk about problems you've solved in the past that are relevant to that problem? As relevant as possible. Okay, and then finally, deep knowledge of the company. What are their products? Their services? What do they charge for their products? What are their customer channels, their customer segments? Show some business acumen here. What collaborations have they set up in terms of mergers and acquisitions, restructuring? Why is the problem available in the first place? Where is the client base expanding? If you can't answer these questions, you'll never get hired. So focus on doing the green lights, not doing these red flags, and you'll get hired. Remember your value as a PhD and start thinking and acting like a successful industry professional.